Okay, YouTube, I'll give y'all a couple of minutes for send out the notifications, and we'll get started here. Like I said, we're going live, and the topic we're going to be talking about today is going to be becoming the boss. That's going to be our topic for today. And we're giving YouTube a few minutes to go out and actually send out our notifications for people to actually join in. And like I said, I want to thank everybody who's watching. I really appreciate it. We'll give them a couple of minutes for people to start checking in. And we're going to get ready to jump right into this topic. Okay, the topic we're going to be talking about today is actually becoming the boss. And what I'm having a lot of questions from people who's coming through Appliance Boot Camp when they're leaving here. They're still having the mindset of an employee. And I'm having a time trying to get them out of that mindset. And I know it's really hard because all our lives we've been programmed to be an employee, to follow directions, not to make mistakes, um, to not even apply if we see some type of roadblock up front. And like I said, the school system has gotten us that way, and society has gotten us that way, where we actually, when we see anything that we think might be a roadblock, we won't even apply. We'll automatically back down and not even contest it, because what's happening, people are leaving here and they're going out and they don't realize that they are the boss and they get to make the decisions now. So even though they have all the information and stuff that they need, they still are second guessing themselves, and they're still having an employee mindset. Where if I tell them you don't have to have a certification, you don't have to have a license to actually do this type of work, to do go into appliance repair. Well, when they go to the third party warranty company, one of the questions they might see when they get ready to fill out their application, what is your contractor's license number? As soon as they see that, they backing off and they say, I don't have a contractor's license, so I'm not even going to apply. Or they'll call me and say, I thought you said we didn't need a license. I say, you don't. What you have to do, you have to tell them no license is required. And if you put that in there, and when they call you, you tell them, hey, I do appliance repair. We don't have to have a license for that skilled trade. And then they'll look and say, yeah, we know that. Okay, fine. Because what happened, they only make one, they make an application. They want the application to actually cover across several different trades. So they don't make a specific application just for appliance repair. They're not going to make one specific for electrical. They're not going to make one specific for plumbing and HVAC. They're going to make one, and you're the boss. You have to fill in the parts that pertain to you. So when you go fill out your contracts and your application, things that don't apply to you, you just what's it called? You just put not required. Some things with the insurance, they'll see the things where they ask them, "What's your insurance?" They want their insurance policy numbers, and I tell them, you don't go buy insurance until you get your contract. You don't go spend any money until you know you and that company is going to do business. So when you get to those questions, you just put in there, we're available upon request, meaning that once we talk and we agree upon what we're going to do, then I will go out and get that insurance and stuff that you need. I'm not going to go get the insurance and stuff up front, then show up and you tell me that that we're not going to do business. I'm going to be wasting money. So that's what I'm telling people, as the boss now, it's a totally different game than when you were an employee. When you were an employee and you was going out looking for jobs, yes, those were the gatekeeper things that kept you from getting jobs. And you try to make sure you had all those boxes covered before you went and even applied. Because what you would say, if I don't have all the things that they say I'm supposed to have before I even apply, I'm not even going to get past the actual first gatekeeper. But as an employer, as the boss, where you own the actual company, now it's totally different. Where you and that company is going out and y'all gonna have a contract. Y'all working together. So now y'all sit down as equals, and you gotta find out what's best for your company, and they're gonna tell you what's best for their company. And y'all gonna meet somewhere in the middle. So I'm telling you all that now because you don't have to wait for approval and stuff anymore. You can decide to do whatever you want, and like I say, just don't apply to one company. Apply to several different companies, and you choose which one best fits your company. Everybody, like I said, I got several third party warranty companies that I like to deal with, There are other ones that I don't like to deal with. And like I say, it could be just the contractor relation person that's over the area that I'm in. We don't have we're not a good fit, but I don't mean the one that's in the area where you live at. Y'all couldn't be a good, y'all would, that y'all wouldn't be a good fit. So I say go to all the different ones and actually find out which one you like the best. I was actually talking to somebody who came to the appliance boot camp. He applied to one third party warranty company. The lady that was the rep there gave him a hard time and wouldn't process his paperwork and didn't call him back. And he kind of let it go. He didn't think nothing about it. Well, what happened? That lady got moved out of that position. Somebody else come in that position, and he calls them, and they have hit it off. The guy is making him one of the lead people there, to the point where he said, "Hey, this new guy who came in, I really like this guy. I'm gonna do a lot of business with this guy because I like him. We hit it off. We have a good rapport with each other to the point now where he actually liking the home warranty company. So that's why I say go ahead and sign up with all the home warranty companies. And if you get one that you don't like and one that is not working well with you, don't stop doing work for them. Just go inactive. Just tell them that right now you got more. You're booking outside the schedule. You can't outside the guidelines. And right now, you need to just go on what they call it, go on hold, meaning they're not going to remove your account or anything. But what they would do, they'll actually just put you on an on hold status until you call back in and tell them that you're ready to start back doing work. So just call the ones that you don't want to do work with right now. Just tell them you want to go on hold. They'll put you on hold. And then the time comes when you want to try them out again, you just call them back and just tell them, hey, take me off hold, and I'll start back running calls for them. All right. The other thing I need to let everybody know when you becoming the boss, when you're the boss, you're in total control of your life. You no longer it's no longer dependent upon anybody else. It's all dependent upon you. If you want to get more money, it's on you. You can make as much money as you want. Your hours of operation, you choose your own hours of operation. Now, granted, if your hours of operation doesn't coincide with the customers and stuff that you're trying to go out there and solicit, you might not get as much work, but it's totally up to you. If those are the hours you want to work, those are the hours you want to work. People sometimes get mad at Chick-fil-A because they close on Sunday, but hey, he's the boss. He make the decision of when he want to open and close his restaurants. And if you give good service and people like that, then you whatchamacall. You can tell them this is the time that I'm going to actually be my boss. This is the time that operates best for me, and this is the time that I want to operate. And nobody can say anything about it. Nobody can do anything about it. And then as you start to become a boss and you start to realize you're in total control of your life, then you whatchamacall. You have more respect for other people and their businesses when they decide that they don't want to do certain things outside of their belief system and stuff. You just say, hey, that's his business. If he doesn't like it, then I won't go to his business. I'll find somebody who lines up more with what I'm trying to do in life. So you become more respectful about other people in business, and you learn the proper way to deal with other businesses. You don't if a business is in is say, like, for instance, the guy. I understand why he might have done that. I forget his name. I think it might be uh, Tyrone Muhammad or something like that. It was they was at this nail salon, and the African American women were complaining about how bad the nail salon was treating them. And he goes there to the nail salon and he throws cinder blocks through the window and stuff, trying to run the women out. That's not the way that you put somebody out of business who's doing bad business. If he doesn't like the way that guy's doing business, and he wants to give something better for those young ladies, then he goes set up shop and he go compete and he beats them and push them out of business. That's what he does. You don't go throw center blocks and stuff like that. You go set up shop and you put a business there and you take his customers. When people start losing customers and stuff, they straighten up. But you go in there and throwing center blocks and still don't provide a service for those young ladies, what happened the next week? The young ladies still want to get their feet done. They still want to get their nails done. But you didn't provide any services, no alternative services for them. So what's going to happen? They're going back, just like the gasoline strike. People say they're not going to go buy gas when gas get too high. Yeah, you can go a couple of days without buying gas, but after a while, you're going to have to go buy gas. So that's the same thing with those young ladies. Until you start going out there putting those services and stuff out in the community for them to actually go out there and patronize, you kind of at their whim. So what you do, instead of throwing center blocks and having to go to jail and get bailed out, the money that they spent bailing you out on jail, you could have set up a shop and actually had a place for the young ladies to come, and you actually put him out of business. That's how you do that. But yeah, you're in total control of your hours. You're in total control of your money. Nobody can, if you want a raise, I can easily get myself a raise anytime I get ready in my business. I don't have to wait a whole year to get 10-cent raise or get 50-cent raise. I can easily give myself a $15,000 a year raise easily, and my customers would never even know it. My The subs that actually work for me, they would never even know it. I could easily do it just a slight movement of the pen. I can give myself a $10 or $15,000 raise, and nobody would even know it. That's the things that you can do as when you become the boss. You take control over everything, every aspect of your life. And that's the other thing too. People ask me about coming to appliance boot camp, because I'm only doing it for a weekend. It's not no 3 weeks. It's not no 2 week, no whole week or anything like that. And a lot of people's asking me, can I learn everything that I need to learn in a weekend to go out here and be successful? And I tell them, yeah. And you see the people who's doing it, because the actual repairing of the appliances, believe it or not, that's going to be the easiest part. Anybody can show you how to repair appliances. You can stay on YouTube and actually learn how to repair appliances. It's not hard to get that knowledge. That knowledge is actually pretty simple to get. But the hard part for you to understand is the fact that let me see, somebody just said something. I catch that in a second. All right. The hard part that people don't understand is three components when you're going to have to start a business. And I've said this before. It's going to be knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The knowledge and understanding how to repair the appliances, that's the easiest part to get. The hardest part to get, and what very few people can do, is the wisdom. Only very few people possess the wisdom, and the wisdom is taking that knowledge and the understanding that you have and being able to apply it to the marketplace and apply it to your life and get the results that I say you're supposed to get. And that's the thing that separates us probably from a lot of the other appliance schools and stuff. We actually have the wisdom where we can actually give you that, and you can actually apply it, and people getting it into their lives. The results that they say they're supposed to get, they're getting them. Is because we have the wisdom to show you how you can actually apply it to your life and actually get those results. So when you come here to the appliance boot camp, you never hear me say anything about a job, about you going to get a job. My thing is, don't quit your job too soon. That's my only complaint. Y'all quitting your jobs, I think, sometime a little too soon. But you never hear me saying I'm setting you up to get a job. That's why when y'all come here, I don't say anything about no certificate of completion or any of that. All that stuff going back to employee mindsets, where you want to prove to somebody that you're worthy to have a job. I'm teaching you how to go out here and start your own business. So when you're going out here to start your own business, it's a different mindset you got to have. You got to learn how to be a constant learner. That's why I'm just giving you the confidence and giving you a solid foundation where you can actually get out there. And once you get out there, you got to be a lifetime learner. So the best time to start doing that is when you leave here. When you leave out of here and stuff, I'm not telling you to go apply for no job. I'm telling you to go out there and apply for a contract with your own business. Nobody wants a job these days. You getting a job, especially the guys who's coming here with me. They've had jobs all their lives. They know what a job is. They don't want it. They don't want it. That's the last thing they want. They want freedom. They want the freedom. They want to be able to come home in the afternoons. They want to be able to set their own schedule, and they want to be able to live their life the way they see fit. They want to architect their own lives, so they don't want a job. So I don't tell you to go out here and get no certificate so you can go prove to somebody that you can work for them. I tell you to go out here, get a contract with your own business, and actually only do 1 or 2 calls per day, because you actually going to do on the job training for your at your own business. So if you're going to do on the job training for somebody else, and for a job, I say it's just as easy to do it for yourself in your own business. And you do one or two calls and you learn how to start learning and getting self-educated. By the time you get enough money saved up where you can quit your job, you good. And that's the way everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but that's the way majority of us that actually run these appliance repair business, that's how we got into business. We didn't go to no school for no 2 and 3 months and to actually learn how to become appliance repairman. We went somewhere for maybe a day or two, and they get threw us in a truck, and you went out there and you learned it. The business side of it, unfortunately, very few of us actually got to set beside people who was actually business owners that actually knew how to run businesses. So the business part, we most of the time we stumbled around a lot until we actually met somebody that actually poured into us and showed us the business side if you was lucky enough. And once you got the business side and you had the skill side, you became a force to be reckoned with. So that's why I tell you all, once you come here, I'm gonna give you the confidence. I'm gonna give you the tool sets that you need to go out here and actually start your business and start making money. But when you get to the point where you start to go more into the business side, it's a totally different mindset you need to have. I'm going to tell you to go over and join USA, the Association for Appliance Repairmen, and you need to start coming to our yearly conferences. And there they have all the industry leaders, people who are a lot more astute in business than I am, who's been doing it forever. People who are for at every level, and you can sit there in a conference room with 60, 70 people who are legit business owners and legit appliance repair business owners, and they can tell you everything you need to know about your business and how to get you on track and get you where you want to go. You know, if you want to be a one man shop, they have one man shops. If you want to be somebody who own 30 have 30 or 40 technicians running for you and be nationwide, they have people that can get you there. So you get to decide where you want to be at. So that's why when you come here to the appliance boot camp is just the start. It's not that you come here for this one weekend and you're gonna get everything you need and you're done. No, it's just the start of your business and starting you on this journey of appliance repair field. So when you come here and you leave, it's just a push off to get you going. Once you get out there and get going, it's gonna be a lifetime of learning. And I'm just setting you out there on the right path. So that's where we're at. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna go through, read some of the comments we got coming in on Facebook, and then I'm gonna go over to YouTube, see what we have. Okay, here we got my niece Felicia. Hey, how you doing? She said, "Hey, Uncle Mike." All right, Keith Hers, boss. You know what? I ain't gonna say the word because I don't want YouTube to demonetize me. But yeah, thanks everybody who's watching. I think I got several people watching. I want to thank everybody who's watching over there. Um, there. So I'm gonna go over here to what we have over here, YouTube. Okay, we got Dale Scott checking in from Detroit. Hey, how you doing, Dale? All right. Capital Ventures checking in from Houston. Hey, how you doing? Julius Vanquez checking in from Houston. Hey, how you doing? All right. All right. Let's see. Stephen Padilla. Hey, how you doing, Mike? Hey, because we don't read. Hey, how you doing? Peace. Drake Chap, greetings. Hey, how you doing? Kenny 25. What's up, crew? All right, how you doing, man? Daryl Williams, can we make a payment plan for the classes for next year? Yeah, next year. We in the process. Matter of fact, I'm in the process right now of writing out the actual copy and stuff for the website. So the website be up in a little bit, and when we get to the web, get the new website up, you'll be able to make payments. You'll be able to make payment plans for the classes starting next year. This year we're not able to do payment plans, but starting next year we will have a payment plans. All right. All right. Thanks, Kenny. I hope I am giving good advice. Thank you all. All right, Douglas Martin, we are here, Fort Lauderdale in the house. Wild Williams 454. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah. And like I say, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I got a lot of stuff coming up. I got the new building that we're actually working on. We'll be totally, it'll be totally mine. the end of this month, I have everything totally all the paperwork and stuff be done. I've been paid for the building, and we'll be in, and we're gonna start demoing and renovating October the 1st. But I've been down to the city that we're moving into, Selma. They have really laid out the red carpet for me. It's been really good. I actually been meeting with the accountant there, the accountant that does a lot of what we call they call it OZ, but opportunity zones. Found out. This is another thing. Two people say people don't put up roadblocks and stuff for you, and there's no such thing as old money and new money. Yes, it is. It's definitely what we call old money and new money. Opportunity zones. I won't be able to get my building, and it's qualified for opportunity zone. But now that I'm actually getting more into the opportunity zones and actually talking to the town and talking to the accountants and talking to people who actually are putting a lot doing a lot more with the opportunity zones. Like the other houses I bought, they are in opportunity zones. The houses I own in Rocky Mount, they are opportunity zone houses. But I had purchased the houses before it became an opportunity zone, so I kind of got grandfathered in the opportunity zone. And it's coming up with my accountant that now I need to actually start setting up do my taxes where I gotta claim the money and stuff I put in that house and stuff for the opportunity zone. So my accountant didn't know hadn't done much with the opportunity zones. So the town of Selma sent me to the guy who's over like the state, who's like leading the whole state in opportunity zones. And it's kind of funny. I go there to actually for him. I met with him on Friday for him to actually show me how I need to qualify for the opportunity zone. And while I'm there, I ended up I got to fix his ice maker in his office. He asked me, he said, "You appliance repairman?" I said, "Yeah." "I got ice machine. Can you fix it?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I don't have my tools with me, but I'll be going over there this week, and I'm gonna videotape me going there." So I'm going there to get advice about the opportunity zone. I end up having to get some work out the deal. I gotta go fix his ice maker. So I'm gonna probably go there Wednesday morning and fix this ice machine. But anyway, finding out about the opportunity zone. Opportunity zones, you can only use what we call capital gains. You can only use capital gains money to actually do opportunity zones. And when I say capital gains, I mean you have to sell property, you have to sell stock, that type of money. My money right now is coming through dividends and it's coming through entrepreneurship. Capital gains I do not have right now. So what happens? The people who have capital gains, most of the time that's going to be old money. People, people who've been in the stock market for a while, who got a large sum of money that they got invested in stock. Even the guys that I know who flip houses and do real estate, that's in capital gains. You know, some of my friends and stuff, they new to the game, so they can't take the money that they have that they're using to do their flips and do their real estate investment and let it sit for 10 years. They got to take that money and keep it out in the market, keep making money because they living off of that. They're keeping it flipping and they're pulling some off of it. So they can't let it sit for 10 years. So in order for me to do the capital gains, what I would have to do, the entire amount of money that I use to purchase my building minus the land, I would have to have that amount of money in capital gains. And then once I bought it, so if I bought I'm paying $30,000 for this building, and the land might be valued at probably 8,000. So that'll leave me $22,000 that I would have to have in capital gains money. But also, what I would have to do, I would actually have to put $22,000 back into the business, back into the building, renovating it, which is no problem. I'm going to put that much back into it to get everything done. So I will meet that, but I have to have that money in capital gains too. So I can't get that in capital gains. I don't have enough of that. So I started trying to look at the little bit of capital gains money that I did have, where I had like stocks and stuff that I had sold and all that. Because I bought the stocks and mutual funds through a Roth, that don't qualify. They said, nah, you can't do that. It can't be no retirement thing like a Roth. They don't take that. So anything that might be what we call new money, people getting in, just learning how to invest and stuff, they got it cut off, so you can't use that money and take advantage of capital gains. But what I was able to do, I'm able to use the appliance boot camp, the actual business. I'm able to use put that into the capital gains because it's a YouTube channel, and with YouTube, there's no money involved in a YouTube channel. Just turn your cell phone on, and hey, you in business. So with that, I have a little bit of money, about $500 in capital gains that I can show that would be an investment for YouTube to actually start the appliance boot camp because that's where we started off at. So my business will actually be in capital gains. So if I ever was to decide I was going to sell the business, I wouldn't have to pay any type of taxes and stuff on the business because I'll be there for more than 10 years. Now, as far as the building itself, I won't whatchamacall. If I was to sell the building because I've been out to the town all day today, and we walked around. I had me and a developer who's developing like 400 and some acres right down the street. Who's putting a hotel, a food court, a whole new subdivision. He's totally going to change the whole climax here in Selma. He's actually taking it over to be kind of like Cary and Clayton. So I got the plans. So that's the other thing too. I got the plans on how things going to look in the next 15 years. Him and I walked, and we met all day, and he came to my building, and we walked around. I showed him what I was going to do in my building, and he took me to his building. I did not know. I found out today that the Vicks vapor rub that a lot of times your grandmother and your mom will put up under your nose and on your chest when you were sick. That was actually invented here in Selma, and he bought the building that it was invented in. And we walked upstairs, and he showed me the room where they invented it at, and all that. He's renovating that room and putting his offices and stuff in it. And him and I are sitting down. My investment group P1322. We might be able to get a little piece of what he's doing over there in those investments. So he's been very open with me. Um, like I say, we're gonna be doing some stuff. We're gonna be teaming up to do some launches, especially with my appliance boot camp and stuff that he's doing. Where we're gonna do press releases. We're gonna kind of time them together so that I do my press release. He'll do a press release for something that's coming up, and we got a couple other people who got businesses coming in. We're gonna try to do press releases, kind of right behind each other to get the market stirred up. Say, hey, something's going on down there in Selma. So we're gonna do that. We got stuff going on where they're actually called something like Joko now or something with the high school kids. They're trying to get. He's actually he. That's the other thing too. They're actually pushing for skilled trades too, and they're doing something with the high school kids, trying to get them into the skilled trades. So I'm gonna meet with them on that, and we're gonna might be able to work something where Appliance Boot Camp will get some of the high school kids coming in. Also, we're gonna be doing stuff uh, with the uh, with the town, far as trying to get all the open buildings that's out here. There's a lot of buildings that's still open out here. Go through a list of all of those and start putting together some buyers, and if not buyers from outside of us, just us together, coming together and start buying more of these buildings and putting more stuff into it. So all that stuff coming up, and I'm like I say, I'm videotaping all of that and letting y'all see it, see how I look behind the scenes, and letting y'all see how actual towns get developed. It's not the government developing it; it's actual individuals like us. And they're the ones out there leading the charge. And for me to actually set in right here at the very beginning, and my investment group to be able to come in and sit down right at the beginning and see it on the ground floor, is something that's really really special. That a lot of times you might not get the opportunity to see, and to see how they coming together and how they putting the money together, how the money come together, how we actually how you go out to the public and grab that money, all that stuff. So we're seeing all of that, and like I say, I'll be taking y'all around to look at it too. And because what happens, I say it on YouTube a lot of times. We getting false impressions uh, of how businesses is really looking. uh, Sometimes I have to I want to say stuff on some people YouTube channels and stuff, but I respect that. But like I say, I go to this guy building. You know, there's no three-piece suits or anything in there. Everybody's just casual, laid back. Uh, like I say, this guy, I see what they got going on. They building not, they got the money where they building cities. We putting cities together. I remember my old business partner Abdul and Ron and them. They were building cities, and they had money. And I saw how they were. It was laid back, and it wasn't any of that stuff that I'm seeing a lot of these people say. Maybe because it's coming from the corporate side. Corporate America might do it that way. Because I ain't been in corporate America in 20 years. So I know corporate America that might be the way they operate, because you're not dealing with your own money. You're dealing with other people's money and board money, and you want to give an impression to people that you actually know what you're doing. But when I'm talking to these guys, they dealing with their own money or private investors, and with that, it's a little bit different game. It's a little bit different game. It's not as formal as some people make it out to be, and it's it's totally it's not what I'll be seeing people talk about on a lot of times the YouTube channel. It's not. And the other thing too, most of these guys, they've been married for forever, and they're not out here looking for no young girls or nothing like that. They've been married forever. They got ordinary wives. They're in their 50s. They more so caring about grandkids and stuff. If you're in your 50s and you still worried about trying to learn how to find women, how to get women to like you and stuff, you lost. You already done lost. If you in your 50s and you ain't figured that out yet, you in trouble. But these guys, they don't care nothing about the women and all that stuff. They don't moved on past that. They ain't got no young wives or anything. They care more about their grandkids. None of them are selfish. All of them, they're more than willing to help you in any way. Like I said, we went there, and I'll start telling him my story. He made his whole staff. He made his whole staff. He said, "Whole stop." It was almost like JT. When you start telling JT something, he tell you stop, and he go grab his camera. Then he said start back over again. But that's the way he was. He was like, ho, stop. I don't want you to say no more. He went and got his whole staff, and said, hey, come back. Y'all come in here. I want y'all to hear this guy's story. They said, can you start back from the top? So I started telling them my story. But that's how they are. There's none of this stuff that you see, where people making it where it's gonna be cutthroat and this and that. No, it ain't none of it. I haven't. No, yeah, it's business, but nobody's done anything cutthroat to me, and they've been more than helpful for me to do everything. And like I said, these guys got money. I might post a picture. I took a picture of where the town is going. That's the other thing too. You go in his into their building, on the wall, they got, you can see where the town is going. The same thing I would see with Abdul and them. I would go to Abdul, and he'll pull out a plan. We be in the middle of the hood. He'll pull out a plan, and I look, and he said, "This is where it's gonna be in 15 years." I said, "Well, I'm looking, and I don't see any black people. Unfortunately, I didn't see any black people on the plans." I said, "Where are the black people going to be at?" And he said, "This is where it's going." And sure enough, in 15 years, that whole neighborhood had changed, and it was the way they had it on the plans. And same thing, I can go there in his office and look at the plans, and it got it wrote out just plain and simple how everything is going to look, how it's going to be laid out, where the hotels is going to be, the new subdivisions where they're going to be at, the new food courts, the new hotels, the greenways, everything you want to see how this place going to look in the next 20 or 30 years. I've seen it. I've seen it. I guess you say I've been to the mountaintop. I've seen it today. I know how it's going to look, and I know where I'm setting at. It's gonna be super. If we're gonna make a killing out there. We're gonna make a killing out there because right now we're getting in at the ground floor. And like I said, if you go into where the up 70, if you just make a left and go left, the buildings there are 300, $400,000. If you make a right and go go to Selma, they 30,000. And that's what brought him down here. He said, hey, his wife was from Johnston County, and he came down here, and they building up Johnston County like he done it in Pittsburgh. He done it in Pittsburgh, and he doing it with his friends, his college roommates. That's who they are. They down here doing the same thing me and my friends are doing. My college roommates. with their investment group. They doing the exact same thing. So that let me know that we on the right track. And matter of fact, he's gonna meet with me. He's offered to meet with our investment group. And he it's funny. He said he told me, he said, I want to meet with you and your investment group and pitch pitch to you all the investment with us. And the amount of money that the minimum that it takes to get in, we got that, we could get in to invest on a couple of things. He said, I want y'all to come here and let us pitch to you all. So I thought it was kind of funny. I said, here they are, multi millionaires. They want to pitch to us. But I said, yeah, they would enjoy that. So I'm gonna set that up with my investment group come, and they're gonna pitch to us, and we get to see how all this stuff go. And we're gonna join in. Hopefully, we'll vote to join in with them to actually get moving on. All right, we got Micah Taylor here in for Louisville. Louisville, how you doing? Big Will from Cali. Wilm, Matthew B. Moore. Hey, how you doing? Because we don't read. I was raised in Sunset Park, Fort Lauderdale. Congratulations on the building. Hey, thank you. And like I said, this building is for this. You all done this. Honestly, you all done this. If I hadn't have done this, I've been, like I said, uh, doing what I was doing before JT came. I've probably been getting ready to get me a new Corvette. That's what I've been doing. I would have been doing. So this right here is good. This is giving me new life. Just like some of y'all said, I have given y'all life. Y'all have really given me new life, and I'm enjoying it. Grand Rising King Mike checking in from Philly. That's from Joseph Daniels. Heavily Heritage. Do you normally take a loss for the first year? Nah, I don't. Well, let me take that back. um, for tax purposes, I lose every year. For tax, I ain't never made no money on, if you look at for taxes. But in your pocket, nah, you ain't gonna lose. You ain't gonna lose. You ain't gonna lose. Not in the appliance repair business. But for the government, yeah, you lost. You're gonna lose money for the government. I ain't never made no money for the government. Because we don't read. Hey, Sneed, do you need an assistant? I want to learn all that. Nah, just get in and start doing it, man. And these opportunities is not just here in Selma, and they just not in Detroit and other places. They all across the United States. You just get in and just start looking. Once you start looking, go to your TRIA, go to your the RIA, go to your Real Estate Investment Association. Just go there, and you'll find good investors, and you'll see what's going on, and you'll find your mentor there. Just go to your nearest RIA. How long do we have to pay for classes this year? People who have signed up and haven't paid, I've been giving y'all, I'm going to give y'all to the end of the week. At the end of the week, if you haven't paid, then I'm going to have to start removing some people. Right now, we haven't been getting, because we got so many spots, I haven't been getting a lot of pushback of people trying to get in. But at the end of the week, I'm going to have to start clearing out some spots and stuff. And if you haven't paid, so at the end of the week I'm gonna start going. I wanted to give people time. Some people get paid every other week. Some people get paid at the end of the month. So I wanted to just give everybody a chance to get their paychecks in. But yeah, at the end of the month I'm going to start removing some people. Okay, Cole Cam. Hey, Mike. What would be the difference from taking the appliance boot camp this year versus next year? Any more improvement, equipment, content, etc.? Yeah, next year we're gonna be in a new building. Right now, if you come take the appliance boot camp, we have to share appliances because we don't have the actual space. So everybody here have to actually work on the same appliances. So when we go to the new building, we're gonna have stations, workstations. So every workstation gonna have their own appliances. So I plan to have 6 workstations in there. So the 6 workstations gonna be all similar. They're gonna have all of them gonna have their own refrigerator, their own dishwasher, their own microwave, their own washer, their own dryer, and they're gonna have their own set of tools, everything there. So what happened, I won't put no more than 3 people together in one station. So what happens now, when people come, some people can actually set back and not really have to do a lot of hands-on, because we actually have to rotate. We let a couple of people come up front, and actually work on the appliances. They put it back together, then we rotate back and let some more people come. But when we go to the new place, because everybody have their own appliances, now I can actually force people to actually get their hands in there. People who have never worked with hand tools and stuff, now they can work at their own pace. They don't feel like they have to be rushed, because what happened now, if they come to the appliance boot camp and they never worked on hand tools, sometimes they might feel a little rushed because the people behind them want to get in, and we only got so much time. So you don't have the time to just sit there and me have to teach you about how ratchet work, how to hold pliers and stuff. When we go to the next one, if you're somebody who never worked with hand tools before, I can pair you up with somebody who's really efficient with working with hand tools, and they can actually teach you also as y'all go along, and y'all got enough time to do everything. And then that also, it will allow us to go deeper into the repairs and stuff, because we won't be pushed with time. Right now, sometimes we get pushed with time because I have to actually rotate people in and out. When everybody got their own appliances and stuff, now we can actually tear them all the way down. Everybody get a chance to spend as much time as they want to on them, and we won't be as rushed as we are, and we're gonna have more stuff in there too. And like I say, when we go to the next one, we're gonna have I'm bringing in all up to date new appliances that you were gonna be seeing in the field right now when you leave. And I have some of the older stuff that you might still run into, but you're gonna have the newest up to date stuff in there. And every several years we're gonna rotate the appliances out. So going forward, after the appliances here for several years, we're gonna rotate them out and bring the newest stuff. So you always have the latest and greatest stuff here you're gonna be working on. Man, everywhere you go for your own interest, you fixing people's stuff left a lot. Yeah, 89 Dr. Funk. Yeah, I go to the accountant's office, and I'm trying to learn about opportunity zones, and he got me looking at his ice machine, so I got to go back and fix it. Yeah, it was kind of funny. He said, yeah, you fix appliances, you said. I said, yeah. He said, well, follow me real quick. I thought he was going to, just show me something. He's like, can you fix my ice machine? It's been down for 2 weeks. We can't find nobody. Okay, yeah, I'll fix it. All right. All right. Uppercase G. What's the question? What is the difference between coming to a live event versus online course? If you somebody who never fixed appliances and you need to get the confidence of actually working with the hand tools, putting your hands on it and stuff, a live event is there for you. Is made for you. You need that. Some people who are who very good with fixing stuff, mechanically inclined, and they've been going on YouTube fixing their cars and doing all this stuff. Those guys, they can do the online class and be okay. But for people who wants to come out and put their actual hands on it, some people are hands-on learners. They need to come. They can come to the live event, and that's what they do. Is just come here to get the confidence up. Get the confidence up. Hey, now, Dr. Funk. Man, I didn't know Vicks was invented in North Carolina. I live by Vicks, and I said, yeah, it is. It's invented right up the street. And I went in the room where it was invented and everything. So, yeah, it's funny. Hey, Marcus, how you doing, Marcus Lally? All right. Oh, wow. There you go, Marcus. Marcus is one of our alumni. He said he got his first service call tomorrow. Samsung washer and dryer. There you go. William Gallup. I may purchase the online course, but I wanted to know if there are any plans to add the online course to the boot camp, or if I purchase the online course, can I get this kind of boot camp? Yeah, starting next year, we're gonna put together the pricing plan so that you have both. Now, if you come to the boot camp, not only will you get the boot camp, but you have access to the online when you leave. And same thing, if you wanted to do online, you could do online, and then you will pay just a small percentage more if you want to come to the boot camp. Yeah, going forward next year, we're gonna have that in place too. But until we actually get into the building and actually start making the renovations and stuff, I can't put the prices together. I gotta wait till I get that done to know what the prices are, what we have to charge. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit Facebook. I got one more message. That's from my niece Felicia. I got to get up with you, Uncle Mike. I'm residential and building code certified now. Okay. I have to do probationary work before my next step. Okay, no problem. Yeah, reach out to me. I think my family's coming down this weekend, so if they come down. You come down, we'll talk about it. All right, they got something going on in there. Let's see. All right. KLZ, I like your studio setup. It reminds me of the Fraser show. On a more serious note, thank you for being such a great mentor. Thank you, KLZ. Yeah, we're gonna put a new YouTube studio when we go to our new building. We're gonna do one better than this. It's gonna be really good. Kevin Roberts, hey Mike, were you saying a post list of hotels close to where ABC will be held January 11th? I'm already enrolled and paid. Yeah, if you send me an email, you should have got an email with a list of hotels and all that stuff. But if you did not get it, send me an email. Let me put it into this chat real quick. I'll put it into the chat. If you send me an email here, to appliance bootcamp nc at gmail.com. I'll send you a list. And that's the other thing too. The guy, he's building hotels and he's actually building like a food court. And the food court it's not going to be no walk-in low-end food court. He gonna have the best chefs around in that food court. And what he's gonna do, he's gonna be up. The hotels and stuff should be up. He said probably around about October, November of next year. But we're gonna work something together where those people who want to come to the appliance boot camp and stuff, we're gonna be able to give you all a food and hotel package where you can actually get the hotel room and get food. You can eat at the food court and stuff. The food court he's putting in there is going to be immaculate. He having beer breweries. He's bringing the best chefs around and all that to go in there. So he's gonna we're gonna put together a deal where you all can actually get that, and he's gonna give us a price, a good price on the hotel room. So that's one of the things we hadn't been able to do so far, is actually find somebody that'll actually sponsor us to give us deals on the hotel room. But they actually building a Hampton Inn, and we're gonna be able to get special pricing with that. Hey, Mike, will business open their books up for you and strangers if you ask them? I saw a video you posted a while ago where you and your friend Abdul would go looking at books at businesses books. It depends on the person and how they feel with you. But yeah, I've Abdul and them opened up their books for us to look at. Um, I had other businesses when they businesses come look for funding. They open the books up. People who all our mentors. Now that I think about it, everybody who ever came to mentor us opened their books up. Mr. Speed, he came to mentor us, and they get a good. People feel you out. They see how you are, and if they feel like you are sincere, what they always say. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. When every time we got to a step that we needed to get a new mentor, somebody stepped in. When they stepped in, there was an open book. Mr. Speed done the same thing. He opened his books up and showed us where all his money and stuff was coming from and how much he was making. He didn't hold nothing back. Abdul and them opened up the books and let us see what they had. Um, I like I said, I just met this guy here, but I know how much money they raise, and I know how much it costs to get in. I know quite a bit of what's going on. How much he actually have put, how much he's actually making. I have some idea because he put the first 10. No matter what they do, he said him and his wife put the first 10% in of the total. So I know how much that total is. So I know how much their 10% was. So that was a nice chunk that him and his wife had to put in. And if they put that in cash, he told them pretty heavy. And so, but yeah, most of the time you'll find, like I said, you'll find out when you start meeting these guys and you sincere about learning, and people see that you were putting in the work. People are not selfish. They ain't got nothing to hide. They'll show you their money. Like I said, double AJWS. Right now, if you go schedule for one of the classes. I'm giving everybody to the end of the month. At the end of the month, then we got to start removing people and open it back up. BK from the Rock is a little late, but made it for another class from the master. Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, please hit the like buttons, y'all. Yeah, I was kind of weary telling people to. I know everybody say they come in, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Sometimes I'm kind of weird because I might say something you might not like. So I want to tell people wait till after you leave, and if I say something, if I don't say nothing to offend you or anything, hit the like button. But sometimes I don't know. Some people start off good, but I might not end up good. So if I don't say nothing to offend you and you think I've done a good job, hit the like button. No, but I'm not somebody who's gonna actually just constantly tell you keep hitting the like button. If you like it after I finish giving you my spiel, hit the like button. But you don't. If time you come in and I ain't said anything, I might call you a bad word or something. And you gonna hit the like button. Just wait till I finish, then you can hit it. If you don't, maybe YouTube looks at it a little different. I don't know. Okay. Because we don't read. Oh snap! I wasn't sure when we had to pay. I get paid in 2 weeks. Yeah, okay. You can pay it. Pay it by the end of the month. Same thing. I'm gonna whatchamacall. At the end of the month, I'm gonna start sending out emails to remind people. If you hadn't paid, if you somebody who needs another week or two after that, and if we don't have a strong demand of people trying to get back into the class, then I could work with you. But I'd like to get everybody paid, especially by the time October starts and you're gonna be in November. Remember, people who pay a lot of times they coming out the state and they got to buy airfare and all that. So I need to open it up and let them get in. I can't wait a week before and then open it up and expect them to get here. So that's why I say at the end of the month, I can call. That give me enough time to open it back up for November and December. Okay, Dale Scott. My friend wants to know is it a good idea to do the online course now and then next year do a live event as well. I feel there's always room for learning and improving the experience. How do you feel? Yeah, it depends on how your friend learn. If he learns good, hands on, by looking at YouTubes and stuff, and he's good with, he's mechanically inclined, he has no problem going through the online course and actually going out and doing it. Like I say, the hard part of it is not the actual repairing of the appliances. um, no, that you can get that anywhere. Just about every YouTube channel, just about everybody can show you how to repair appliances. The part that you need to learn the most is the actual how to apply that stuff to get the results that you need. Applying that knowledge that you go get off of YouTube and actually getting the results. So you see me doing a lot more. I do some showing how to fix stuff and that, but a lot more of what I'm doing is the actual procedures and stuff, how you actually set up your business to get the maximum out of it. So that's why you see me doing a lot of stuff, more so with the my daily functions, how I make my phone calls, how I do my work orders, how I separate my money. All of that stuff. That's the stuff that people don't show you in class. All they show you in class how to repair appliances, and then they push you out there and say go get a job. No, what I'm doing, I'm showing you how my life is structured and how I get the results to live the life that I live. So you can go out and if you think what I live is a nice life, I like my life. If you think it's a nice life and you like to do the stuff that I show, that's why I show you when I go on vacation. I show you the stuff that I do with the end of the quarters and stuff. They show y'all this is how my life is. And if you that's something you would like to do, and you want to get those results, well, this is what you have to do. So mine is not so much just the repairing of the appliances. It goes a lot further than that. The repairing of the appliances is very small. It's those things that people don't show you behind the scenes that people don't know. How to structure, how to like I say, how to handle your money, how to take advantage of the taxes, how to form your LLCs, all that stuff. That's the stuff that I think separate us from a lot of other classes. What's up, Mike? It's JP from Chicago, and I signed up for November class. Hey, okay, thanks, man. Capital Adventures. You should just add just one more date to the classes next year on Friday. Just a suggestion. Yeah, we have thought about that, uh, but still, like I say, the people we're going after, are people who currently right now employed, and they're not able. We want to make it so they don't have to, they don't have to. If they're going to come on Friday, most of the time they come a day before. So that means they have to take Thursday, Friday, and a lot of them take the day after Monday too. So they have to take Thursday, Friday, and then a Monday. A lot of them don't. A lot of people are working; they can't get the time off. So we want to make it so that you can just come down here on Friday night. Uh, get. You can come here Friday night. We get started first thing Saturday morning, and then you can leave out Sunday morning. Your employer doesn't have to know anything about it. You don't have to take no time off. We're building this for the person who's actually on the job and they're looking to get out of their job. A lot of times they might not be able to take that much time off. So, but that's something we will suggest. We will think about when we start doing some of the we might even when we start doing some of the advanced courses. The advanced courses is going to be for people who've been doing it for 6 months to a year. So with those people, they a lot of times they the way these guys are going and quitting their jobs, they're a little further along. So they might be able to be able to take away leave their jobs because they probably be having their own jobs, their own companies that they're running. So then we might do something like on a Friday or something like that because then they're their own boss and it doesn't really care then. All right. Okay. Here we go. Uppercase G. Thank you. Do you go over the business side and online course? Yeah, I do the business side too. I do the business side too. Yeah, that's the most important side. Believe it or not, the business side is the most important side. But like I said, you can find out how to fix appliances and stuff anywhere. But if they don't give you their actual formula, how they actually able to architect their lives and stuff, um, you know, no, you just gonna be fixing appliances. It's a lot more to it than just fixing appliances. You want the freedom that comes that the appliance repair field can actually offer you. You want that freedom. Okay, yeah, we look forward to getting you down here because we don't read. 89 Dr. Funk. I want to come to the December 7th class of alumni. How do I go about it? If you are full, can I? Yeah. If you alumni, you just tell me you coming. That's it. You don't have to sign up or anything. We have the chairs over to the side for the alumni, so you're not sitting at one of the tables. So if you're alumni, and the good thing about the alumni when they come, a lot of times they've been out doing it for a little bit and they came through one time. So with them, they actually can help teach some of the people because they actually out there doing it, and they also are inspiration to the other people because they actually can sit there and talk to them and tell them, yeah, I came here a month ago and look where I'm at now. And what happened a lot of times, the actual students, the new people who coming in, they see the alumni and they say, you've been doing it a month, and he's like, yeah, man, you know a lot. So they can see the progression that they've been through in less than a month or two. So yeah, alumni, you just show up, and that's what happens with some of the alumni. We have in class, and hey, I'm here. They show up, and that's fine with the alumni. Okay, Stephen Pella. I was going to take the online course, but my girlfriend wants to see Raleigh mini vacation. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. Online course, does it include video footage of appliance boot camp? No, it doesn't. The online course, we done that one with just me. It's not in the appliance boot camp. We were going to do it the appliance boot camp, but like I said, with the appliance boot camp, we have to kind of keep rotating people in and out. And with that, it was just too much. It's too busy to do like an online course. So what we just done me one on one with the appliance. We're gonna redo them beginning of the year, and when we redo them at the beginning of the year, we're gonna do them in our new shop, and with the new shop, I'm gonna go more in depth. And also, what I'm gonna be doing too, I'm gonna be bringing in periodically as 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 failure trends. Sometimes we have failure trends that pop up in our industry. As failure trends pop up and we call service bulletins come out, I'm gonna actually bring those appliances into the shop and actually show you how to fix them and stuff. So if you get a service bulletin on say refrigerator, you have to change out the ice maker fan motor and stuff. I'll show you how to do it. For more advanced people, they need to change out the compressors and update the firmware. I'll show you how to do that. I'll make a video for that. Yeah, Scott, thank you, Mike. Truly appreciate all your knowledge, time, and help and motivation. Truly. Oh, thank you all. You all do this. Y'all motivate me. I'm seriously, y'all do. Y'all motivate me very much. And like I say, today, like I said, today I'm sitting in there with the town, with the guys who's redeveloping this town, this whole city. I mean, they got it mapped out for the next 15 to 20 years how the city is going to look. And I'm sitting there with them, and I belonged there. It wasn't nothing where I felt like they were my superior. I didn't feel like that I was beneath them. We was actually one on one. Where I hadn't done it at the scale that they've done it, but everything that they had done, I had done it myself, just not at the scale. And I had a working knowledge of what they're talking about. We talk the same language. And what's happening now, people who are coming through the appliance boot camp, now when they're calling, it ain't so much of us. No, the ones that came to the first appliance boot camp, now when they're coming to the appliance and when they call me on the phone, it's not so much of how to fix this. We having business conversation. That's what we're having now. Where now, because I gave them the cheat code, as they say. I gave them the cheat code to get to where I'm at. Where now we're having business conversations. It's not so much about fixing stuff. It's about how they going to grow and how they going to bring this person in. I got somebody already who's sending a technician. Just think, we ain't been doing this 6 months, and I got somebody who's saying I got a technician I'm sending down there. He hired a guy. Not only has he hired him, but he's sending him to go get training. And just think now, somebody who came here 6 months ago, and now they're in the place where they can employ people, and they're no you when we think about that, we think about only major companies being able to put somebody on an airplane and send them away to get training. And no, here he is. The appliance business has been so good to him that he's able to put somebody on an airplane, send them down to North Carolina, several hours away to get training and to come back and work for him. And that no that speaks volume. That speaks volume to be able to do that in such a short amount of time. But it's happening. It's happening, and it works. Appliance, like I tell everybody, this business, man. And it's not just the appliance repair. Any type of skilled trades that you go into, the skilled trades right now is booming. Like I said, for the last 30 years, we have pushed people out of the skilled trades and pushed them into the universities, which is what universities used to be really good. We've been pushing them out the skilled trades into the universities, and and we have created this big gap where now we don't have any skilled trade workers, and the skilled trade workers now are in so high demand that what you call that that you pretty much writing your own paycheck, and you at the point now where you're stepping out of here. And like I say, people who come here, they're not the people who come here don't have no job at all. We have engineers, we have people trucking. I got somebody been driving trucks call me today. He's coming, and he makes over six figures, and he say he done with the truck. He ain't got no control over his life, And he say he tired of being stuck on the road all the time because that's another thing too. People don't realize you can. I have friends that do very well on their jobs on salary wise, but because the job takes 8 to 12 hours of their day every day, they don't have time to do what I done today. Where I can just take a whole day and go sit with somebody who's developing this whole town, and we walk throughout the whole town, and he goes to my building, I go to his building. I get to see what's coming up. Not only that, we actually get to plan and strategize how both of us going to be able to make impacts in this little small town. They don't get to see that. They don't get to see that. They don't get to know what's coming. Like I said, I went over and I saw what the future looked like for this town. I saw it. I'll post a picture up on it later. But yeah, I got to go there, and I got to see where we're gonna be at in 20 years. and a lot of people don't get to see that. And I've seen it at a lot of places. And I used to tell people all the time, hey, man, this place getting ready to change. They'd be like, ah, it ain't gonna change. Yes, I have. They just showed me the picture. So now I go there and I look and I say, yeah, that's the way it's gonna be in 20 years. I'm in the front end of it, so we'll be good. But yeah, because they work those jobs, they don't get to see that. They just wonder what in the world happened, and then because of that, because we don't have a lot of people sitting in the room when these decisions are being made and stuff. Um, when it starts to happen and it starts to change, then we complain and we want to we can't believe it's happening. But somebody put that together 20, 30 years ago. But nobody told us what was happening. Now, fortunately enough, we're starting to get some people who actually starting to get in those rooms and they sitting down with the people who's actually changing. And hopefully with me sitting there and hopefully can bring some more people in there, we can make it so that everybody get a good piece of this pie and it can do well for everybody and not certain groups get locked out and pushed out of it. We can make it so that everybody can come along and have a good time with it and enjoy progress, not be so against it and be down towards progression where we can actually get there and we can enjoy it and capitalize off of progress that's happening within our own community. So, all right, yeah, okay, Mike, if you sign up for the online course, can you visit the boot camp later as an alumni? Right now, we don't. We're going to put that together next year. Right now, I don't have the actual prices that it's going to be for you to do that, but we're going to do something retroactive for the ones that prepaid for the online because we needed you all too to actually prove the online for us. So y'all get rewarded for that for being early subscribers. But yeah, next year we're gonna be able to do that. Right now we can't because right now I just don't have the room. But next year we'll have the room where and I can say okay, those people who came online they want to come to the live, you can come. It'll be a slight increase that you would have to pay. You get credit for going online. Then you have to pay just a little bit to come, and and so yeah, next year we will be able to accommodate that. BK from the Rockies. That's my problem. My salary job can take upwards to 10 hours of my day. It's hard keeping my time. Yeah, that's it. That time. And that's the other thing too. I tell people too, with the time, I can if I got free time, I can create money if I got free time. So my time, my day is pretty free. So with that time, I can go around and see other opportunities that they can make me money. But if I had to go set somebody job for 8 to 10 hours a day, I wouldn't make any money because I'd be too consumed doing their stuff. And most of the time, while you sitting at their job, they out there doing what I'm doing, walking around looking at opportunities. So price right. Hey Mike, I'm all for the opportunity you're providing. It just seemed like a lot. Why? It's not a lot. Like I said, it's not a lot. Once you get moving, it could be because a lot of times what happened, we never get started. We love to be getting ready to do it, getting ready to do it, and trying to get in the starting blocks. At some point in time, you just gotta jump in and start doing it. Once you start doing it, you'll realize it's not a lot. It's not a lot of time at all. You'll realize then that you don't have enough time. That's what starting to realize. When starting to realize the people who come to appliance boot camp and they get running, the first thing they start realizing, I don't have enough time today, and that's a lot of reason why they quitting their jobs. It's not because they. Some people tell me I got an easy job, I get paid a lot, but it's just in my way. It's keeping me from going out here making more money, and so that's what problems that start to happen. Your job just start to get in your way. You realize you don't have enough time because a lot of these people, like the one who sent a guy out to get trained and stuff, he whatchamacall, he got big contracts up and he got to get people up and running and he ain't got enough time to get them up and running. The guy who I'm talking to, he's getting ready to hire his brother. The reason he got to hire his brother because his business is picking up that much. He ain't got enough time to go out here and look for nobody. He looking for the first person, like all of us do when we first get into business. Your business take off, and you got so much work Okay, you looking for any and everybody. You just looking for an able, warm body. So I just need somebody to come here and help me do this work, and I'm going to pay you a good sum. So what you start to do then, you start looking for just about anybody to come. You say, hey, if you willing to work and I can trust you, I'm going to put you on, and we're going to make some money together. And you'll do that, and then eventually what'll happen, once they get to a point where they actually get a good sense on how to bring people in, how to recruit, and how to actually do plan. You want to actually start to plan your growth, where you actually start planning your growth. Then they'll calm down and they'll go out and they start get better techs, and they'll figure out what their sweet spot is, how many technicians they like to have. They'll realize they don't want to make as much money. They don't take as much money to do what they want to do. They'll find out where they operate. You'll find your level, and once you find your level, they'll just stay there and they'll be happy. So, hey, Mike, I'm all for the opportunity you provide. It just seems like a lot to learn, retain in such a small time. No, it's not. Once you learn through immersion, you get in it and start doing it. That's how you learn it. It's not something you're gonna be repeating to go take a test. You're gonna be out there doing it. So if you go out there and you sit out there with try to put a dryer belt on for 15 20 minutes. The guys who learn how to do dryer belts, not the guy who get out there in the lab in 2 minutes. No, you get some of these young guys get in there, they put a dry belt on in 2 minutes. They never seen it. Oh, wow, he's good. But then you get some of the older guys, it might take them maybe 10, 15 minutes. They might say, hey, after class is over, if I'm going to try that dryer belt and stuff a little bit more. And they get out there and they keep working with it and they stick with it till they figure it out. And then next thing you know, I get a text or email later that month. They showed me, hey, I put my first dryer belt on. It was simple. It knocked it out in 5 minutes. So that's what you got to learn through immersion. You don't no just you reading and you regurgitating stuff and to pass a test and to prove to somebody that you retain something. That you don't learn like that. You got to learn by putting your hands on it. You putting your hands on it, you'll learn how to do it. Yeah, it's not a lot of time. It's not a short time. And like I say, once you go out there, you just gonna do one or two calls or per day, and that give you enough time to look at everything you need to look at online. You're gonna go to Appliancetology, download that service manuals, look at all the videos on YouTube you can find about it, how to take it apart, put it back together, how to put it in diagnostic mode. Then once you get out there, you spend an hour or two out there looking at it. And then when you come back, you're gonna research and find your parts, get approval, then you go back and put it on. It's not gonna be hard. You ain't gotta know that. See, that's the thing. Going back to the employee mindset that we have to get out of. One time they try to they're gonna what you call they brought Henry Ford up to trial because they say that he was scamming people. They say he wasn't smart because I think he only had maybe a sixth or seventh grade education, Henry Ford, and they was bringing him the trial because they say he was scamming people. He was a dummy, and that was one of the things that they were asking him all this different questions and this and that. And like he said, um, why would I spend my brain power trying to remember all these questions when anytime I get ready, I could just I can press any number on my phone, and in 2 seconds I could have one of my employees tell me any question that you want to ask me and stuff that you won't even think to ask just by pushing the button on my phone. Well, now you have that. You have that ability that Henry Ford had with your cell phone or your tablet. So now you there with it. It's not something you got to retain. You know to go online to you know how to read. If you can't read, you can look up video and listen. And if that don't work, now we have a video messaging, FaceTime. You can FaceTime me, and I can sit there and watch it right over your shoulder. So there's no way now where you can't do anything. You can't. You should be able to do anything now. There's not no such thing as not learning. Okay. Oh yeah, A not Dr. Funk. Yeah, that's one of the things for Think and Grow Rich. Yep. If you never read that book by Napoleon Hill, read that. And also Dennis Kimbrough, he done a revision of it. Think and Grow Rich. Also, so if you read both of those, they're really good. And so yeah, both good books, and that's the other thing too. You'll find out that most business owners, y'all gonna read the same books. Everybody read the same books. And me and the guy, I'm not calling his name right now because I haven't gotten permission to put his information out there. But that was one of the things we were talking about. Some of the books we had read. We had read the same books, and it was funny. It was funny. So yeah, and that was the thing too. He was asking me about the financial stuff that I teach, and it was on the same thing that he follows, and we was laughing about it, and he was saying, "No, that's the thing that a lot of schools don't get is the entrepreneur side, and the entrepreneur side." What you're teaching, you just can't get that in schools from an actual entrepreneur who's willing to give his time and go out and teach people. You just don't get that. So that was one of the things too that we was laughing about, how I was we've read the same books, and we the financial stuff that I'm teaching, same thing he was teaching, so. And same thing, he paid cash for for the stuff that he got, and I told him I was laughing. I said, "Yeah, I paid cash for mine, but not as much." But we was laughing. But we both operating the same, regardless. He's at a bigger capacity than I am, and that's another thing too. You'll learn too, as you become an entrepreneur and you become the boss. You'll realize that you won't be envious of anybody because you know that you operate at the capacity that you operate at. I might not never be at the capacity to operate several $1 million like he does, but I'm at the capacity where I can operate uh, where I operate at, and I can pay 30,000, 40,000, 60,000 to fix something up, and I feel comfortable with it, and I can operate there. So that's my sweet spot, and I don't be envious because he can do several million. I'm happy he can do several millions. I love to see him win at several million, and he love to see what I do too. And you don't become envious and jealous of anybody, because you doing it too, just at a smaller scale, and you got just as much appreciation for what you do that they do. And then when you start to do, you say, okay, um, I said his dad was a CPA, so he was privy to this. No, he ain't the this with them. Uh, this is not their first go at it. No, their parents were CPAs, so they've known this stuff. They've known, and but with us and with me, no, I look at it like this. I say no, they started on like second base and they had to steal to get third. So they had third now and probably not stole home. So they started on second or third base. But I look at it with myself and my friends. We weren't nowhere near the ballpark. We didn't even know there was a ballpark that existed. And now we're what we call. We got to the ballpark. We standing up at bat now, getting ready to hit. And so I look at us and I say, hey, to come from somebody that didn't know it was a ballpark, and now you standing up at bat and you get ready to start swinging, and hopefully you'll get hit. So I might get on first base. I might strike out and have to go back to the dugout. But because now I'm in the ballpark, I look at it as my kids and grandkids now they got a chance to play. So they might not be the ones hitting home runs and calling the shots, but right now we in. We in the game. And so I look at it down the road. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna read a couple of more, then I'm gonna get out. Um, all right, here we go. All right, 89 Dr. Phone. School needs a workforce that's why they don't teach about. Yeah, they do. They need a workforce and they need soldiers, and they don't need people question why they doing stuff. They make it so that you what you call if you get out of line, that you what you call they beat you back in. Not only do the school beat you back in, but society will beat you back in. Um, I've right now the stuff that I do. I've had some setbacks, but overall, I've done pretty good, and I live a pretty good life, and I'm able to do a lot of things for my family and friends. But whenever I get ready to venture out onto something new, um, I never get congratulations, and nobody say Wow, what you know, no, there's never anything. It's not anything. Congratulations, proud or anything. It's more worry and concern. So when I tell them, oh, I just paid cash for a new building, why are you doing so much? Are you sure? You better be careful now. Don't start doing too much. I've seen people start to do too much and they end up losing everything. You need to slow down. Finish one thing. You get those things. Um, but if I was to tell somebody, yeah, I got a little extra time, I'm gonna get pick me up a part time job. Man, that's good. You smart. Yeah, you need to do that. You ain't doing nothing else. Might as well go ahead and get you a part time job and start stacking that money. Ain't nothing wrong with working part time. That's what they would say. Even though I wouldn't be making any money, they would be proud of that. No, ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't doing nothing else. You need to go get you a part time job. So that's that they would be happy about that. But if I tell them I'm investing and I bought a building, that's nothing to be proud of. If I if I tell them if I tell them, hey, we this guy we just met, we might give him 100,000, $250,000, and whatnot. We might not get our money back for 15, 20 years and stuff. Man, you crazy, man. You just met him and you gonna give it to him? Yeah, because he's proven, man. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. But if I told people that, and I actually had family members say this, let's make some money, and their idea to make money was everybody put in $7 at the beginning of the week, and we're gonna play lottery tickets, play lottery numbers. Honestly, God, that was the thing. Everybody put in $7, and you go play lottery numbers, and hopefully you'll hit. But that was a good idea. But for me, saying, hey, let's start an LLC, the investment club, and start investing. Nah, that's stupid. Ain't nobody gonna do that. So, but anyway, let me get out of here. I'm gonna read these last couple that we have. Organic Grow Life. I'm looking forward to the December 7th class. Mike, we appreciate what you and JT are doing on that quick fix finance by providing these 2 day courses. Yeah, you're welcome, man. We appreciate y'all coming to them, man. And like I say, next year, I'm really, really, really excited about it. I just can't wait to get into that new building and to fix it up. And it's not gonna be no mess. It's gonna be something that everybody be proud of. And I hope it be something that people who look at the show and stuff and they ever coming through 90 and 95, because we right in the middle of the eastern seaboard. We right in the middle between Maine and Florida. So if you coming up 95 one day, we'll be right off the exit. You just pull right off. I want y'all to be able to pull off and just come here and just see it. And I'm gonna have a little storefront up front where y'all be able to come in and purchase books and all that. So I want y'all to be a destination where people coming through. And if you ride the train that has a train stop right down on the same block where the new store is gonna be at. So if you riding the train and you stop in Selma, you got 10 to 15 minutes. You be able to walk right there to the store, take a look at the class and stuff, and get back on the train, which I have now. It used to be a restaurant, so people get off the train and they walk down there looking for something to eat. I tell them not a restaurant anymore. But eventually, I hope to see some of y'all stop in because we don't read the slave mentality. Yeah, slavery worked the number on us that we just can't shake right now. It'll be a couple more generations, but I think we're moving up. All right. Yeah, hurry up and fail to succeed. Yeah, you do. That's how you learn. You learn by failure. When you get on a bike, you learn by falling off. All right, so I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank everybody for listening. Like I said, I appreciate it, and y'all have a good day.